So here's our chicken, nicely rested. You want to always rest your chicken even if you had rice already. Normally you'd spend this time cooking the rice while the chicken cools, but you want to make sure the chicken is cool before you cut it or juices will run and also you'll burn your hand. So I'm going to show you how I take apart this chicken. I'm going to take off the breast first, but in order to do that, see how he's not sitting very well? I'm going to open up the leg just by cutting that skin there that's holding it together and just open it so he's a little more stable. There. And now he will sit there for me. You want to run your knife right up against the keel bone, which is right in the middle, separating the breasts. Oh, I went on the wrong side. And then you're just going to run your knife against the rib cage. So you always want to be feeling the rib cage because that's how you know you're taking off as much meat as is possible. And then when you get to the end, slice that off. Slice off the part that's connected to the wing there. And then you've got one nice breast. Put that there. Turn it, if you're right-handed like me, turn the chicken the other way so then the breast falls into your hand. And in Asia, you see them taking a big cleaver and whack, whack, whack everything in 2 seconds, but you don't need to be aggressive about this. Okay. Okay, there's 2 breasts, and now we're going to take off the thigh. See this thigh joint? I'm going to turn it so you can now see the joint that popped up because you know exactly where to cut, and then you don't need to exert any effort. You just cut around the joint and then he comes out nicely. Same thing on the other side. Pop it so the joint is exposed like that, and then you just cut without needing to exert any force. Okay. Then you want to look for the oyster if you want. The oyster is the delicious meat usually stuck in this part here. I try to get it all in one piece, but that doesn't usually happen. It's like the most delicious piece of the chicken thigh. So now the wings, just take off the wings. If you cut between joints, you should not have to exert any force whatsoever. If you're having to exert force, that means you're trying to cut in between bones, and that's not necessary. So you can save this for a diluted stock if you'd like. So I want to note that if you cook your chicken to 165 degrees and then around the bones of your thighs and your drumsticks, there's redness, like a little sort of what looks like bloodiness here, that is normal. It is fine to eat. It's bacteria that gets you sick, not blood. And at 165, all the disease-causing bacteria are dead, but the blood cooks at a higher temperature. So if you want to cook the blood so that it doesn't look any bloody anymore, you'll have to cook your chicken further, which is going to render your chicken a little overcooked. But if that makes you feel better, you can go ahead and do that. I just want to let you know that if you've tested temperature and it's at 165, you still see blood, it's absolutely fine.